my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 10:58 a.m.
I've just come back from taking Max for a walk on the field round the Rochester Riverside. My mum Jennifer lives in Chatham. I'm here on my own. I live by myself with my lovely Chihuahua, and we went out for a walk this morning and the cleaners were mopping the floor downstairs. So I didn't want to interrupt the cleaners cleaning. I didn't want to fall over because the floor was wet, so I went out the rear entrance, the back of the flats, where there was a van with the word dead on it. D-E-A-D. I walked past a van that had half of the word dead on it. You know, like they've got dedicated, but this actually had D-E-A-D on it. Like deadline or something all over the van. So I walked past two men with attachments all over their, hammers, equipment all around their waist. Bear in mind I am a woman, I'm a small woman as well. I'm not above 5'7", and I'm walking past two men with like hammers and bits and pieces around their waists. Walk around the bottom concrete wharf, around the riverside, one or two people, one blonde woman with two dogs. Walked round, down past the co-op and Costa Coffee, walked around, and there's a tractor on the field where I usually take Max, just a tractor with no driver in it. Walked past, and there was a chap with a grey cap and two black dogs. And then it was just me. So I let Max off the lead, let him have a run around. And then as I was coming home, to go home to my flat, there was a bloke with a red cap on who kept staring at me. He had a bright red cap and a black dog. And then there was a guy with two white dogs. And he went round that way. So I continued to walk home, not feeling too happy, I'll be honest with you, I'm not. It's my birthday on Tuesday. I'm 54. 54 on Tuesday. Me, Crystal is. That's why my hair's grey, by the way. I had a beanie hat on, basically because I've got trigeminal neuralgia, and when the wind and loud noises start, which they do usually in winter and autumn, it hurts my ears and it starts my jaw pain off. So I went out with a beanie hat over my ears, but I still had my fringe showing. So I was walking around a bit miserable. I'm not feeling happy at the moment. So I got around the back and there was the black van, grey-haired man with Lob, number plate Lob, L-O-B, on the front of his black van, Lob. I'd walked past the Walt Brian Harvey water softeners van, and it had bubble baths on the side of it, bubble baths. That drove past me, walked into my flat. Again, the lift is not working. That is now 3 days the lift has been out, and I'm lucky I don't live on the 3rd floor. I live on the 1st floor, so it's not too bad. I can take it easy. But there are parents with kids, and little kids have got to walk up the stairs. It's not fair to them. So I walked up the stairs and into my flat, and here I am. And I'm going to stay indoors until I take Max out again, just after lunchtime. And then in the evening, in the dark, because it's getting dark earlier now. Bear in mind that my mother had said to me before I went out, have a good day, Genestra. Not have a good day, Crystal. She said, have a good day, Genestra. And she knows I don't like her calling me that name, but she still does it. And that upsets me because I changed my name in 2009. And she, that's over 10 years now. Come on. Let sleeping dogs lie, for fuck's sake. Stop hashing the old shit and let's get on with new. New king, new life. And stop this old bollocks from resurfacing from the grave. You know, this rubbish that was buried a long time ago. Stop fucking digging it up. So I'm 54 on Tuesday. I come into my flat, look at my Facebook, and some person that's supposed to be a fan of Ed Sheeran is posting pictures of what they think is ugly. Happy birthday to this ugly dog. So there's on Ed Sheeran's fan page, there's a picture of a dog that someone, not Ed Sheeran, but maybe one of his fans, has called this dog ugly. Say happy birthday to this ugly dog. And then they're posting pictures of kids that have got their limbs missing, their arms and legs, and they've got disfigurements and disabilities, and they're saying, say happy birthday to this ugly child. Now that to me is unacceptable. That is downright disgusting and should be taken off. Because nobody is ugly. Nobody. Every person has got a flaw, a mole, or a bump, or something wrong with them. We're all hiding scars behind clothes. Women that have got caesarean sections have got a scar across their stomach, but they wouldn't say they were ugly, would they? Yet some of these people doing this bullying, right, don't show their face behind this picture. So all we can see is Ed Sheeran's fan page and this so-called ugly dog, this poor child that's got no legs, that's being called ugly. And I have commented on it. Drop the ugly word, because unless you are 100% perfect yourself, then you can't say somebody else is ugly. Okay? So either be nice or I'm going to have that removed. It's not acceptable to call a child with no limbs ugly. Say happy birthday. No one likes me. What, because the poor kid's got no legs? That's disgusting. That's being allowed on Facebook. They do not check what's going on to their site. Nor does YouTube. Do not moderate what's being put on pages. Right, my son is away. He went for 2 weeks away on his birthday. Right? Now, I'm telling you what I'm going to do, right? Because I'm not having this bullshit. I'm 54, and when you get to 54, it's just an ordinary day to me, right? It's an ordinary day. Some people go to work on their birthdays, you know. It's just an ordinary day when you get older. To a child, it's magical, it's mystical, it's wonderful. But as you get older, you don't want to, like my mum says, oh, Genestra, you're 54 next week. And reminds me about it. I don't want to know. Doesn't bother me. You know, 3 or 4 times when I was living at Lansdowne Court, I went to the Odeon cinema, by myself, and I watched Bridget Jones's Baby, and I watched a Liam Neeson film. So I might well go to the cinema on Tuesday, the Odeon cinema. I might go to the cinema and choose a film, but I'm not going to have a horrible birthday. Oh, no one likes me, no one's going to say happy birthday. Well, it doesn't bother me anyway. It just doesn't bother me. We know the serial stalker, the online stalker, the mischief maker, the person that's got a psychological mental health problem, wants to make every day of my life miserable. How are you? What you doing? I've just eaten a great big roast dinner. I'm going to have a shower. Next week I'm going to Paris. I couldn't care less what you're doing. That's why I've blocked you. But just because someone's on their own, it does not mean that you can't go out and do something by yourself. I didn't want to go out yesterday. I know I'm getting a lot of hatred. I know I'm getting a lot of like, I want pictures, do as you're told. And I'm not doing it. I know I'm going to get that. But I will go out to the cinema if no one is there to say happy birthday to me. I've got a mum. I can go up to my mum's. I can sit with my mum. I can cut a birthday cake with my mother. I'm not going to be sat in this flat watching cunts kiss, hold hands and fucking shit. Because I don't really look out the window anymore. Lansdowne Court. My son told this certain person, I stand out the window, in quotes, like an old lady. This place, really, you can't stand and look out the window. You can sit on the balcony and look through prison grills, because it's all blocked off. You can look through the prison grills, but you really can't see anybody walking past. Sometimes when I'm hanging the washing on the airers outside, yeah, I might have a quick look over the balcony, but it is built like Fort Knox. It's built like a prison, so no one can see you. The postman doesn't put letters through the letterbox like Scott used to do at Lansdowne Court. It's like a fucking prison. It's like you don't need guards because, you know, there's so many locks and bloody keys, no one could get to you. So, I mean, I do know people, I do speak to people. It's not as if I'm like my mum, stuck indoors. But I think my mum's starting to go out, which is good. If she's going out to the local shops and the chemist, that'll do her good. My elderly mother. It's about time she went out. Because my dad just shut himself indoors. And didn't go out at all towards the end of his life. I'm going to now sit down and watch a DVD. That's what I'm going to do. What has been done to me and also done to my mother has been disgusting. Covering abuse under the carpet, police not doing their job properly, people judging us on the way that we look because my father mistreated both of us. Well, carry on, carry on, carry on. And I'll see you later.